guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to an anti-haul. Finally, I haven't done one of these in a while and there's a very long list of products that I don't want to buy that have been released or are going to be releasing anytime soon. I'm going to start off with this MAC collection right here. Now this, when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's their Valentine's collection, but I think it's more of their like spring collection. I don't know if it launched already, but it doesn't interest me. It's been a long time since any MAC collections have been like, wow, I want to buy something from that collection. Nothing from this collection screams like buy me, to me at least. And the lipsticks, I saw swatches, they're like sheer. I don't like sheer lipsticks. I saw the blushes. The blush looks very pretty with a little heart or petals in the actual product, like embossed, or how do you say that, engraved? Tomato. But I saw swatches as well, and like the top color looks like just an overlay spray or color because it just rubs off and it becomes like this very pale pink color. Not my cup of tea. So yeah, this is definitely first collection I will be skipping. Next, Anastasia is releasing a dip brow gel. Honestly, the dip brow pomade never worked out for me. I didn't like it. It made my brows look greasy or get greasy throughout the day, which is something that I hate. I hate the look of greasy brows. And this was just a big no for me. Also, the product dried up so quickly that I didn't even get to go through half of the product. So I was like, yeah, I'd rather try something else. And it just didn't work out for me. Later on, like a lot of people were saying the same thing, that their dip brow dried out. And Anastasia said, oh, well, if you just add oil or mixing something to it, it'll like revive it and you can still use it. To me, that's kind of like pointless if you're buying a product so you can use the whole product without having to incorporate anything else. Makes no sense to be like, oh, just add oil to it, you know, and it'll be good. Like, stop complaining. You can fix it. It's kind of annoying. Like, you should have included the oil with the dip brow and then people would have been like, oh, you know, I'm gonna have to use that in the future. But anyways, this is another product that I wouldn't try. I know a lot of people swear by her eyebrow products and love them. I'm just not one of them. I wouldn't want to try this either because there is already another product in this style that I really like, and since dip brow kind of didn't work out for me at all, I wouldn't try another product. And then there was like this whole talk from Norvina about this product that, you know, she was going to put it out for Valentine's Day, but then she wasn't sure if it was going to make it on time. Maybe she was going to post it the day after and just see how it went, and she hoped that people would still buy it, yada yada. And when I saw the like first sneak peek of the heart that you can see right here in this picture, I was like, ooh, maybe it's going to be a highlighter palette. That is literally the only product that has worked out for me. The Nicole Guerrero times Anastasia highlighter palette. I've tried her liquid lipsticks, didn't work out. Dip brow, didn't work out. So that highlighter palette is the only thing I like. So I was like, ooh, maybe it's a highlighter palette. Even if it's like Valentine's theme, it's a highlighter palette. You know, I'll want to try it. And then when they revealed what it was, I was like, all that commotion for that. Like, I thought it was something new and interesting. It's just glitters, and I don't know if they haven't gotten the memo, but everyone's like on the liquid shadow train, and it's because it's so easy to use the liquid shadow and not have all this mess. And for beginners, I feel like liquid shadow is, again, something super easy to work your way into, like getting a little sparkle, a little shimmer on your eyes, rather than going in with the glue and the loose glitter. For me, that's the most annoying part about loose glitter, is the mess it makes. And I know you can be as professional as you want. Loose glitter makes a mess when you're going to apply. You cannot say like, oh no, you're not like a good enough makeup artist, or you don't know how to do makeup good enough if you have glitter fall out when applying loose glitter. Get out of here with that. Because it makes a mess no matter what. So this is definitely something I was skipping, like, yes, bye-bye. Next is this liquid shadow. You guys know I love liquid shadows, but I tried these out already, not these specific colors, and they just didn't work out for me. I didn't like them. I didn't like how they applied. The matte side, I would say, because the shimmer side is okay. The glitter side or whatever is okay. I would say my glitter from the glitter and glow from Stila is much better than the glitter in these from Huda Beauty. I do like Huda Beauty products, but again, there's some products that just don't work out. For example, these didn't work out for me. I have 2 of them, and that was more than enough money spent on those. The colors are beautiful. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, their colors are ugly, because they're really pretty colors for spring. Like, I was actually like tempted on getting that like blue shade or like baby teal shade, but for me it's not worth the money if I'm only going to be using the glittery side, and the matte side just doesn't work out. Moving on, ColourPop launched colorful mascaras. These, I would say, they're very pretty. The colors are very pretty. In theory, for me, I'm a person who loves to wear lashes now. Girl, 2 years ago I didn't know how to apply them. As soon as I learned, I can't stop wearing them. Every time I do my makeup, no matter how simple my makeup look is or no matter how dramatic it is, I always want lashes. So for me, this is not a product that I would really take advantage of, especially my little ass lashes. I'm gonna look like little stubs with like a drop of color, and I feel like this is more for those girls who are already blessed with like long lashes and can get a really pretty like colorful actual, you know, color on their lashes. Colors are pretty, but again, not for me. This Anastasia collection, honestly, I didn't like the palettes, the little quads. I don't know, I just don't like these little quads. I feel like I like bigger palettes. It's not something that catches my attention that I want to spend my money on. So this is another collection that I will be passing. I'm not sure if those are glosses or liquid lipsticks. Either way, I don't like holographic or those kind of shades of lip colors. So definitely the collection as a whole, skipping it. The Kylie collection, I really want to give her brand a second chance because I've tried her products way back when they launched. I told you guys about like a liquid lipstick and it was horrible. A lot of people have told me since then, like, oh, her collection, her formula has changed, it's improved, yada yada yada. Obviously I haven't tried anything to be like, oh yeah, it's actually better. But nothing that she has brought out has actually interested me enough in being like, that's what I'm going to try again, see maybe if I like it. I don't know, her collections, they just don't interest me. The only thing that I feel like I've been interested in are these loose highlighters that I saw. I forgot who I saw. Very pretty on the face, it looks. I don't know if she has them anymore. I think she doesn't. It was like a limited edition collection, and that's the only thing that I could have been like, oh, I would be interested in trying. Other than that, there hasn't been anything that has really been like, ooh, that's so exciting, I want to try that, I want to buy that. Because I just don't feel that way about her products. I don't know, maybe she's coming out with something. Hopefully this year there's something that I'll try. If you have her products and you like her products, what is something that you guys recommend me to try again to give her brand like a second chance per se? Now these palettes from The Balm, again, I mean, I've only bought 2 palettes from them, and it was the Meet Matte Hues and like their original palette, like the one with all the ladies like in the packaging. I forgot the name of it, but those are the only palettes that have interested me. That was way back when they came out. Their palettes, I to be honest, they just don't have any little sparkle for me, any little like I feel like they need a little bit more. Like, yeah, they're cute and they're cute, but that's about it. These are just something that I don't think I need in my collection, or that I would get at least a month's use out of, because I would be over it in like the first use, just because I'll be like, oh, I used it already, and that's that. This palette, Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palette. Now, this I'm only mentioning it because if you love cool tones, this is a palette for you. If you like these kind of gray tones, this is a palette for you. This is a palette I would never ever buy. You guys know I'm more of a warm tone shadow lover, and this is just not a palette I would ever see myself using. I do not like silver or gray eyeshadow looks. I hate them, but that's just my preference, you know, and this palette has all of that goodness for those who like that in it, and it's not something I would ever use. Now I want to talk about 3 products that are also new or already launched or about to launch that I'm really interested in. Just like, you know, I talked about some stuff that I don't want to buy, I'm gonna mention some stuff that I do want to buy. Starting off with this Benefit palette, I've always wanted to try other colors of their blushes, and they are launching a bigger one. That's actually another palette I don't want to buy, just because there's 2 bronzers in the palette. Like, I don't see the need in having 2 bronzers. Maybe some other people do, which is why I'm saying that I like these instead, because it's a bronzer, I think a highlighter, and a blush. And the other palette is like all blushes, which I find these more user friendly than having 2 bronzers in one palette. I barely even use one of my bronzers, let alone having a palette with 2. It's kind of too much for me. Plus I already have the Huda bronzer, and one of the colors in that other palette is the Huda and like Huda Caramel. I'll put a picture right here so you guys can see it. But yeah, these are really cute. I like the idea of these, and I feel like the price is good. It's $30, and it's a smaller palette, of course, but again, I don't feel like I need a whole full-size blush, because it took me like 3-4 years to finish one of the Huda bronzers, and that's crazy. Then these palettes from Wet n Wild, they're super cute. I'm very interested in trying these. I hope I can find them in the store. I think they're only like $5. I feel like Wet n Wild eyeshadows are very underrated, and not a lot of people talk about them, and they're actually very good quality. And I feel like as of recently, their quality has gotten way better than it was before. I used to like it before, and now I feel like they just stepped it up a little bit more, which I definitely like. My favorite one from all 3 is definitely the bottom one. Obviously those tones, I don't know, it just caught my attention more. So I'm definitely going to look for that one because it looks super cute. And lastly, this one from Clinique. This is a blush palette. I've always wanted to try these blushes because I feel like that and the foundation are 2 of their most popular things besides like their skincare stuff. And I always wanted to try those blushes, just never gave in to buying them. This would be the perfect opportunity because it's such a cute palette. I don't know, the packaging is pretty, you know, the colors it has. I love peach shades, or like that golden tone, kind of like a bronzy blush. And then the baby pink one looks very pretty as well. The palette only retails for $29.50, so I feel like it's a great price to get 3 different blushes. It's definitely on my to buy list because it's super pretty. And that basically sums up all my anti-haul items and my to buy items. What are some of the products in my anti-haul list that you guys agree on not wanting to buy, or which ones do you actually do want to try? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for all your support. As always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.